In the context of Indian sector, which of the following are contributors to reducing the risk of currency crisis? So you have to reduce the risk of currency crisis. Currency crisis का risk कब होगा? That is the question you have to ask. When will there be a currency crisis? If dollar is going out of India,
Yes.
then you can have a currency crisis.
Yes.
BOP, balance of payment. Your forex is not able to meet your current and capital account. Deficits जो है आपके, ट्रेड डेफिसिट है, करंट अकाउंट डेफिसिट है, वो आपका फॉरेक्स भी मीट नहीं कर पा रहा है. Then also there is a currency risk, है ना? So basically, if I were to again have dollar in some way, I can handle the currency risk.
Yes.
Okay. So first, the foreign currency earnings.
That will increase and that will reduce the risk.
हाँ, reduce करना है risk of currency crisis. तो लिखा है foreign currency earning. इनको पैसा मिल रहा है, डॉलर मिल रहा है.
Yes.
ठीक है, 1 होना चाहिए. जहां 1 नहीं है उसको हटा लिया हमने.
Yes.
Increase the government expenditure. Now government is spending in rupee. Now we don't know what it will do with dollar per se directly, और अगर होगा भी तो downside ही होगा इसका, है ना?
Right.
It may contribute to inflation, that may further lead to your macroeconomic indicators falling, etc. Further lead to money going, dollar going from the Indian economy.
This option I could not stretch.
So two, correct. Now increasing government expenditure, government is spending in rupee.
Yes.
So regarding currency crisis, how will it affect? आपने demonetization सोच ली?
नहीं.
तो गवर्नमेंट कुछ भी कर रही हो वो तो रुपी के टर्म्स में करेगी, है ना?
हाँ.
At its best it will do nothing, at its worst it will lead to more currency crisis. है ना? Remittances from Indians abroad. Yes, this is also correct. So 2 should not be the answer. 1 and 3 should be there. B. So 7th B is given. So ऐसा आपको करने के लिए पेन मिलता है. अगली बार आप वो पेन यूज किया कीजिए जो टेस्ट पेपर में है. So that we should know.
मार्क कर रही थी ना, तो वो मार्किंग्स when I was scrolling down, the markings were scrolling with it. तो वो काफी ऐसे बीच में आ रहा था.
देखिए वो आप तब करिए जैसे ये करने के बाद आपने गोला लगा लिया ना.
हाँ.
Then you move to the next question and they will for a second they will come down and then they will be where they are. थोड़ी देर के लिए वो मिसमैनेज होता है स्क्रीन.
अच्छा.
उसके बाद वो ठीक हो जाता है.
Okay.
नेक्स्ट आपका कौन सा गलत है? 9th और 10th. With reference to India's 5-year plans. चलो ये तो गलती मान लेंगे, ऐसे में हो जाना चाहिए.
Hello guys, before we start with the discussion, we just want to inform you that we have launched a very special and unique type of program which is called Excel Mains through the previous year's questions. In this program, we are going to cover the entire syllabus of GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. The philosophy behind this program is we are going to cover the syllabus not randomly but just by using or referring the previous year's questions themes, and the themes are extracted from the last 40 years of previous year's questions. There will be a live discussion, there will be a answer writing with the mentors, and the second program is the intense answer writing program which is called Samachar Vani Plus, in which there will be a weekly classes on 10 topics which are extremely important from the UPSC mains and prelims point of view. There will be an answer writing, there will be a questions given after each and every class based on those 10 topics. So even if you are a beginner, this is a good opportunity for you to begin with the answer writing. For any further queries or if you wish to talk with a mentor, if you have any doubts, please drop us a message on the number given below. Thank you.
Which of the following are correct? From the second 5-year plan, there was a determined thrust towards substitution of basic and capital goods. So import substitution, was it in the second 5-year plan?
We were a closed economy, no, पहले तो.
तो अभी तो ये कह रहे हैं सब्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ बेसिक एंड कैपिटल गुड्स इंडस्ट्री.
हाँ, खुद ही we tried to produce.
बेसिकली थोड़ा सा बेटर ऑप्शन लिखना चाहिए था इसको. थ्रस्ट टुवर्ड्स सब्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ बेसिक एंड कैपिटल गुड्स इंडस्ट्रीज, इनका इंपोर्ट के बारे में ना.
हाँ, import substitution.
First is the Mahalanobis model. Here we are building these industries, है ना?
Yes.
All the heavy industries. And second, उसमें we are closing down our economy. But anyways, even if we don't know, let us assume one I don't know. If I don't know, I'll put a question mark. There's nothing much I can do in the option itself. The fourth 5-year plan adopted the objective of correcting the trend of increased concentration of wealth and economic power. So basically it is talking about कि कुछ हाँ फोर्थ इकोनॉमिक प्लानर में कुछ ना कुछ वैसा हो रहा होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल बैंक नेशनलाइजेशन, और देयर वुड बी पॉवर्टी एलिविएशन प्रोग्राम्स एक्सेट्रा, है ना. सो one good technique to remember, even without knowing which plan is doing what, is to remember the year.
हाँ.
तो इसलिए आप ईयर वाला पार्ट पे क्लैरिटी देख लीजिए.
ओके.
है ना.
मैं ये कैलकुलेट करने लग गई.
आपको वो एक बार पहले रफ में देख के करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज देयर इज द 3-year रोलिंग प्लान आल्सो कमिंग ड्यूरिंग द जनता गवर्नमेंट, दैट क्रिएट्स कंफ्यूजन. देन उसके बाद आपका देयर आर सर्टेन इयर्स इन व्हिच देयर वाज नो 5-year प्लान, या फिर शास्त्री जी के समय में देयर वाज अ पीरियड व्हेन these plans were stopped. तो वो पीरियड आप एक बार पहले वो चार्ट बना लीजिए और ईयर में एब्सोल्यूट क्लैरिटी हो जाए, एंड देन बेसिकली यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, इंदिरा गांधी कम्स, शी स्टार्ट्स डूइंग पॉवर्टी एलिविएशन, ट्रिकल डाउन इफेक्ट वहां पर खत्म हो जाता है. तो वो आपको आइडिया लग जाएगा. बट इवन इफ यू डोंट नो ऑल द डिटेल्स ऑफ एनी प्लान, इफ यू नो द ईयर, दैट इज अ गुड वे टू सॉल्व.
ओके.
ठीक है. In the fifth 5-year plan, for the first time, financial sector was included as an integral. Financial sector included in the fifth 5-year plan. I think it is too early to include that. Okay. So see, ideally in this kind of a question, leaving is a good strategy, or you can tend to make mistakes if the year is not clear. Okay. So it is fine if you have left this question, or whether you have marked it incorrectly. ये आपको अपने वाले में दिखेगा, हमको नहीं दिख रहा कि आपने
क्या,
आपने 9th को इनकरेक्ट मार्क किया है. that is why it's showing 0, or you have left it in both cases too. अच्छा, you have left it. United Nations Convention, हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Convention against, so answer is A. United Nations Convention against Corruption has a protocol against the smuggling of migrants by land, sea and air. Now convention against corruption है और smuggling of migrants. So can you relate it to any other convention जिसमें migrants का smuggle वगैरह ये सब होगा? There is a convention against organized crime, है ना?
याद नहीं आ रहा.
हाँ, there is a convention against organized crime. India is a member of that, है ना? और corruption वाले में smuggling, मतलब अब करप्शन में स्मगलिंग कैसे होगा?
वो यार, हाँ,
एक तो करेला, दूसरा नीम चढ़ा, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता ना. So if you remove one from the answer,
B and C.
हाँ, statement 1 आपने remove कर दिया, तो it can be either 2, 3, 4 and 2 and 4. So yes. Now I am not bothered about statement 2 and statement 4. Because they are in the answer. तो वो मुझे नहीं पता हो मुझे देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, है ना. Although if you see transnational organized crime is mentioned here, ठीक है, this is the benefit of reading all the
options,
statements, है ना. Now coming to option 3, the highlight of United Nations Convention against Transnational Organized Crime is the inclusion of a specific chapter aimed at returning the assets to their rightful owners from whom it was taken illicitly. Now, A, grammatically it seems to be a good sentence, fit to be included in a UN convention. Secondly, इससे कोई बात outlandish भी नहीं कह रहे हैं. अगर किसी की कोई चीज ले ली गई हो, so it will be returned to their rightful owners. ऐसा हमको इसमें दिक्कत क्या है ना?
हाँ, बट सर करेंगे कैसे?
क्या कैसे करेंगे, कैसे देंगे, है ना? हाँ, that is a problem, that how they will be giving. So now transnational organized crime है, तो उसमें तो अगेन there is an issue of मतलब अलग अलग देशों के बीच में समस्या होगी, है ना? So for that reason I think this will be incorrect. But see, even if you had marked B as correct or C as correct, answer is given C. But even if you have marked B as correct, it is acceptable mistake. क्योंकि उस स्टेटमेंट में ऐसा कोई गलत चीज हमको नहीं दिख रही थी कि कैसे होगा, अदर देन व्हाट यू आर सेइंग कि मतलब उसकी वर्केबिलिटी कैसे होगी, है ना? हाउ विल वी रिटर्न इट, इंटर कंट्री वगैरह कैसे रिटर्न करेंगे, है ना? बट आई थिंक उसके लिए हम म्यूचुअल लीगल असिस्टेंट ट्रीटी वगैरह ये सब साइन कर सकते थे. देयर कुड हैव बीन वेज व्हाई इट इज मतलब व्हाई इट इज इनकरेक्ट, बट मे बी ये यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, शायद ऊपर नीचे के ऑप्शंस के साथ कोई ऊपर वाला हो सकता है, ये यूनाइटेड नेशन कन्वेंशन अगेंस्ट करप्शन का हो. इतना ज्यादा हमको वहां पर ना पता होगा ना दिमाग लगेगा, है ना? तो ऐसे मिस्टेक्स के लिए इफ यू हैव मार्क्ड बी इंस्टेड ऑफ सी, it is an acceptable mistake. I will say it is a good mistake.
No sir, but I have eliminated option 2. ये सोचिए convention legally binding कैसे होगा?
See, it is not a rule that all conventions will not be legally binding. It is मतलब there are some in general it is said that conventions are not legally binding, protocols are, है ना?
हाँ हाँ, और ऊपर से ये तो मतलब it is related to anti corruption.
Correct. But this is the only convention on corruption internationally. है ना? And it is legally binding anti corruption instrument लिखा हुआ है.
तो वही वो स्टेटमेंट ही मुझे सही नहीं लगा. दैट
स्टेटमेंट. तो आई अंडरस्टैंड यू थिंक कि जैसे हम एनवायरनमेंट में डील करते हैं कि कन्वेंशंस आर जनरली नॉट लीगली बाइंडिंग, बट देयर आर मेनी कन्वेंशंस. यूनाइटेड नेशन कन्वेंशन फॉर कॉम्बैटिंग डेजर्टिफिकेशन, बायोडाइवर्सिटी कन्वेंशन, दीज आर लीगली बाइंडिंग. यूएनएफसीसी इज नॉट लीगली बाइंडिंग क्योंकि उसमें वैसे प्रोटोकॉल है. तो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि हर बार कन्वेंशन होगा तो वो लीगली बाइंडिंग नहीं ही होगा. इन जनरल इट इज सेड सो.
ओके ओके
ओके
ओके,
ठीक है. क्वेश्चन नंबर फिर कौन सा आपका गलत है?
14.
बी भी लगाइए, सी भी लगाइए, कोई इशू नहीं है. ऑल्दो स्टेटमेंट 3 जो है दैट इज अ चैप्टर एडेड इन करप्शन वाले में. मतलब करप्शन में ही आपसे लेंगे ना पैसा जबरदस्त. ओके, तो इसीलिए. बट इतना पता होना इन माय ओपिनियन दैट इज नॉट दैट. अगर ये आंसर कोई बहुत सही करके वहां आ रहा है तो प्रीलिम्स निकालने के चांस कम है.
ओके,
बट डेफिनेटली वो ऊपर वाले में हमको एलिमिनेट करना था कि भाई करप्शन है तो माइग्रेंट जो है नहीं हो सकते. क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 में आपका सही है 14. Which of the following is not a sub index of World Bank's? ये तो बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है. वर्ल्ड बैंक का ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस के पैरामीटर्स जो है,
तो वो कंस्ट्रक्शन परमिट है कि उसमें वो तो
अगर देखिए मेंटेनेंस ऑफ लॉ एंड ऑर्डर. सी इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस, है ना? व्हाट द गवर्नमेंट कैन डू टू इम्प्रूव बिजनेस, है ना? एंड दैट हैज अ डायरेक्ट कोरिलेशन. और ये जो आप इसके स्टेप्स देखेंगे, अब तो बंद हो गया ये इंडेक्स, तो ये स्टेप्स वैसे हैं कि बिजनेस खोलने से बिजनेस रैप अप करने तक
जी,
एंट्री एग्जिट सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है उसमें. रजिस्टरिंग अ प्रॉपर्टी, कंस्ट्रक्शन परमिट, बिजली, पानी, taking loan, minority shareholders, that entire process of business is mentioned in the parameters. Everything from starting a business to wrapping up a business. Okay, so you have marked as dealing with construction permit, है ना? Construction permit में India is most poorly ranked. you know the condition of MCD etc.
Mm-hmm.
Most bribed agencies in India are the municipal corporation agencies. And एक एक माला ज्यादा बन जाता है ना, दो माले ज्यादा बन जाते हैं.
Yes.
Then they say in the court that it was an oversight. Yes, definitely it was an oversight. You can't see 2 floors extra. There was one of the employees said that he was supposed to verify, and he said that there was an oversight on the department. The judge said, yeah, I think you should get your site also checked, that you can't see 2 additional floors being built against the plan.
Yes.
So this mistake should not have been there, because ease of doing business के parameters का जब भी पढ़ा होगा, I'm sure you have read the parameters, but you did not think this part while reading the parameters. अब क्या है कि कोई भी इंडेक्स पढ़िए ना, तो उसको प्रीलिम्स के फैक्ट की तरह करिएगा तो कभी याद नहीं रहेगा. You have to ask why these parameters are mentioned. It may take more time, but give that time there if you want to remember it for long.
Okay.
That why are these parameters? Hunger index है तो क्या ऐसा लिखा हुआ है जिससे इंडिया को प्रॉब्लम है इनके हंगर इंडेक्स में? You find out the why and how in these indices. If it is about human development index, try to find out human development index में why they have asked about fertility rate of women, है ना?
Yes.
तो वो क्वेश्चन अपने आप से थोड़ा कीजिए कि अच्छा फर्टिलिटी रेट रखा है, इसके ये डायमेंशंस हो सकते हैं, इसलिए फर्टिलिटी रेट लिखा है ना? मीन स्कूलिंग ईयर क्यों लिखा हुआ है उसमें? सो पीपल में ड्रॉप आउट, देन गो बैक टू स्कूल, देन अगेन ज्वाइन वगैरह, है ना? कोई हमारे तरह तो नहीं नर्सरी से लेके 12th तक कंटिन्यूअसली कर रहा है ना?
Right.
So you will have to ask these questions in terms of indices if you want to remember it for long. Okay. और कौन सा आपका गलत?
Blunder हो गया question.
Which question?
14.
Okay. 16 का D.
16.
Hello guys, before we start with the discussion, we just want to inform you that we have launched a very special and unique type of program which is called Excel Mains through the previous year's questions. In this program, we are going to cover the entire syllabus of GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. The philosophy behind this program is we are going to cover the syllabus not randomly but just by using or referring the previous year's questions themes, and the themes are extracted from the last 40 years of previous year's questions. There will be a live discussion, there will be a answer writing with the mentors, and the second program is the intense answer writing program which is called Samachar Vani Plus, in which there will be a weekly classes on 10 topics which are extremely important from the UPSC mains and prelims point of view. There will be an answer writing, there will be a questions given after each and every class based on those 10 topics. So even if you are a beginner, this is a good opportunity for you to begin with the answer writing. For any further queries, or if you wish to talk with a mentor, if you have any doubts, please drop us a message on the number given below. Thank you.
In the context of any country, which of the following could be considered as part of its social capital? So social capital means people, yes. Anything with the people, community, etc. The stock of its building, the proportion of illiterates in the population. ठीक है, this may or may not be, but at least it is talking about the population and उसके characteristic,
right?
है ना? So this may or may not be, है ना? So you are putting a question mark. The stock of its building, infrastructure, machines, this is
no
physical capital. The size of the population in the working age population. Again, size of the population in working age population. This may or may not be social wale perspective में. Again, it has a more economic meaning.
Yes, demographic dividend.
But फिर भी this may or may not be, considering it is talking about the level of mutual trust and harmony in the society. Now this is definitely talking about something which does both these parts, social and a capital. Capital मतलब asset है ना वो. Proportion of literates in the population. see, even if there are proportion of literates in the population, they may be driven out by the extremists if the society is not cohesive. Kashmiri Pandits, literate, taught, and driven out from that place. So this is not part of, again, social capital. So now these justifications you have to give to yourself why you think this is not the answer. Okay, this we knew clearly. Chalo, the physical capital, size of the working population, demographic dividend has an economic meaning, है ना? Although if we stretch it, size of the population in working age population may also be part of social capital if people are, but ये नहीं कह रहा है कि कम है कि ज्यादा है. अगर ये बहुत कम होगा, so there are bare branches, people are not having jobs, then that will again lead to lack of social capital. But that is secondary interpretation of from our end.
Yes.
So this is straight away a direct answer, clear answer that is on the face of it. I don't have anything to deny this as correct. I can't think of any statement which will do this as incorrect, है ना? So answer will be D. So always try to find out justifications. Even in a subjective question में तो और justification ढूंढी. ठीक है.
Okay.
Question 18. With reference to, ये भी गलत कर दिया. All bodies, they are formed under which umbrella act?
Environmental protection.
Yes. यहाँ पे क्या लिखा हुआ है?
Water.
तो बस गलत हो गया. Chaired by Prime Minister, correct.
अब वो एलिमिनेट कर दिया था. अभी वो एक लेडी थी उसकी चेयरमैन.
कौन थी?
एक लेडी थी.
हाँ, नेशनल गंगा काउंसिल की लेडी थी चेयरमैन.
हाँ, एक लेडी.
प्राइम मिनिस्टर ही होंगे.
नहीं, एक लेडी थी कोई. सो तो
कैसे बात करें हम? नेशनल गंगा काउंसिल, शी मे बी द एग्जीक्यूटिव हेड और समथिंग लाइक दैट. उसके नेशनल गंगा काउंसिल के नीचे आर्म्स हैं.
अच्छा.
नेशनल गंगा काउंसिल इज द बिगेस्ट बॉडी फॉर रिवर वाटर इन इंडिया एंड इट इज चेयर्ड बाय द प्राइम मिनिस्टर हिमसेल्फ. इसके नीचे नेशनल क्लीन गंगा प्रोग्राम है, उसमें देयर इज एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल वगैरह, उसके चेयरमैन वगैरह अलग हैं. बट नेशनल गंगा काउंसिल इज लाइक द काउंटर पार्ट ऑफ योर नेशनल फॉरेस्ट बोर्ड जो है. तो इट इज चेयर्ड बाय द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, दैट इज करेक्ट. बट इट इज फॉर्म्ड अंडर द वाटर प्रिवेंशन एंड कंट्रोल एक्ट. ये all these bodies will be formed under Environment Protection Act. So चाहे वो pollution के लिए बाद में कुछ आ रहा हो, so या भोपाल गैस के लिए कुछ, anything coming after 1986, any body, they will be given power under EPA because there is a provision in it to make such bodies. ठीक है. So 2 is not correct and 1 is correct. So answer is A. Istanbul Convention, recently in news. It is a convention on, ये सही किया आपने, गलत किया?
नहीं, गलत किया है.
गलत किया. Turkey became the first and the only country to withdraw from the convention. अपने देश के convention से निकल गए.
I was doubtful about the only word in the statement.
Okay, but that is interesting that they have withdrawn from a convention. What is the capital of Turkey?
Istanbul.
Okay, Istanbul only. ठीक. Anyways, this is a current question. I think Jiten sir will know. I don't know anything about this.
So we had discussed it in the class also.
Acha, we have?
Long back, not for this year.
Okay. Generally, in exam, I choose a method which I can't tell on the video for such questions.
So please stop the recording. Sir, Turkey's capital is Ankara, not Istanbul.
Ah, correct. Turkey's capital is Ankara. India is a party to this convention. It is a convention on preventing and combating violence against women and domestic violence. Okay. See, now, none of the statements tell me anything which I can use to solve this question. It is a convention on preventing, combating violence. If I don't know, I don't know, because ऐसा कोई option में नहीं है. है ना? I don't know even if India is a party or not a party. So best strategy would be to leave such a question if you don't know about this. Many times conventions will have a giveaway. Like Istanbul, if I remember it correctly, it is about preventing and combating violence against women. But उसके अलावा फर्स्ट भी अगर सही में मानता हूँ तो A और B दोनों हो सकते हैं आंसर. And Turkey became the first and only country to withdraw from the convention. That will मतलब be slightly funny to mark because the convention is based in one of the cities, है ना? हाँ. तो इसलिए for that matter you can leave it, but answer is yes. India is not a party to this convention.
सर मैंने ये लॉजिक लगाया कि यूजुअली जो अच्छे अच्छे कन्वेंशंस होते हैं उसका इंडिया पार्ट होता है. So is violence against women, corruption, terrorism.
You can think yes, that is a good way to think. But I think there is a reason why India is not a part of this convention. ये कोई यूरोप का convention है ना?
अच्छा.
हाँ, this is a Council of Europe convention. Its other name is Council of Europe convention. और यूरोप का कोई ह्यूमन राइट्स ट्रीटी जो है ना, उससे हम दूर ही रहते हैं. तभी हम ह्यूमन राइट्स को भी FTAs वगैरह में नहीं डालते हैं. दे आर आस्किंग अस टू पुट इट इन FTA आल्सो. ह्यूमन राइट्स का जैसे लेबर बैन चाइल्ड लेबर एक्सेट्रा, दे आर आस्किंग इट टू पुट इन कन्वेंशन. अगर हम वहां नहीं करेंगे देन दे कैन लेटर लीगली गो फाइल अ केस अगेंस्ट अस. तो इकोनॉमिक रूट से लीगल प्रॉब्लम्स इंडिया के पास आ जाएंगे. दैट इज द ओनली रीजन इंडिया इज नॉट पुटिंग इट इन FTAs, फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट. तो अभी इंडिया EU का जो BTI है, बायलैटरल ट्रेड एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट एग्रीमेंट, व्हाई इज इट स्ट्रक? बिकॉज दे आर आस्किंग थिंग्स व्हिच शुड नॉट बी इन एन इकोनॉमिक एग्रीमेंट. पॉल्यूशन के लिए, चाइल्ड लेबर के लिए, तो उनको क्या करना है? व्हाई आर यू बॉदर्ड? दैट मींस यू डोंट वांट टू साइन, देन डोंट साइन. है ना? एक मैडम आई, वो भी वाज टेलिंग इंडियंस ओवरस्टे. अरे यू आर अ एविडेंस ऑफ ओवरस्टेइंग.
See an Indian.
Look at your name and father name and you are an evidence. So anyways, hopefully we can export one of our politicians to run that country soon.
Operation Lotus.
Yes. So see, again, now next test we will see you apply the things that we have told today. One, have a method, step by step. For example, this would have worked in that question on corruption wala, because third statement you would have read along with the first statement and you would have realized कि अच्छा एक international convention on organized crime भी है. और organized crime में क्या आता है? Trafficking, drug trafficking, human trafficking, है ना? So you would, by that option, would have got this correct, and this happens in 4 to 5 questions in UPSC, where the options help you to solve the question. So follow the method.
Yes.
Second, spend more time on first iteration of the question. You were fidgety in the first iteration, then your scroll was also as far as I saw, it was not proper. You were going anywhere or everywhere. I don't know which question you were trying to locate. So for that, you try to write the answers, questions which you are not sure of separately.
Okay.
Where it is visible to you. Okay, that I have to go back to these questions.
So
third, reason.
Regarding the iteration, is it a good method to follow, that if अगर नहीं आ रहा है first instance में, तो I'll just move ahead with the questions and then.
So अगर मान लीजिए मुझे ये इस्तांबुल कन्वेंशन नहीं आता, ये स्टेटमेंट मुझे बस पता था, इट इज अ कन्वेंशन ऑन प्रिवेंशन, तो ठीक है, 1 देख लिया मैंने. नाउ to A and B I don't know, here I don't know, here I don't know, है ना? So 3 is for me irrelevant, क्योंकि इन दोनों ऑप्शन में नहीं है ना? Turkey became the first part for this, I don't know, later I will have to just do okay.
Okay.
If you want to take, because nothing is going to help you.
Okay.
Other than that, so here I used to do what? I used to put these questions also that I have to go back to, और यहाँ पे मैं उसके लिए एक अलग निशान लगा देता था, ऐसा. So this was a question where, so I will also write 19, I'll go back to 19 also. I used to write such also questions which I was not sure of in my first, because I used to mark in my not in my first iteration करके, then I used to mark and then I used to come to these questions.
Okay.
So you keep writing this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that is all
So
regarding your.
third one, reason.
Third is that you have to find a reason for your answers.
Reason for your answers. Okay.
Okay. Except modern history में भी कई जगह dates etc will help you. That why this cannot happen, that understanding part. So this reason comes from your understanding, application, common sense, and most importantly, practice. So practice the reason part.
Okay.
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 So try to apply it. Okay. Even if you know the answer, in the first view you found out the answer, just spend 30 more seconds, क्योंकि वो फिर उसमें आपको 2 नंबर मिल रहे हैं. So ensure that you get 2 marks in that.
Okay.
ठीक है. बाकी आपके नेक्स्ट प्लानर के लिए आई हैव अ फिलोसफी क्लास. तो जितेंद्र सर से आप 1-to-1 बात कर लीजिएगा. के बाद हाँ, आपका पॉलिटी सर वाज सेलिंग टू स्टार्ट, सो यू आर ओके विद स्टार्टिंग पॉलिटी?
हाँ, श्योर, यस.
Okay, so polity, then along with Lakshmikant, etc., you will also have to do polity EMP also. You will revise polity EMP.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Okay.
तो
polity EMP कब शुरू हो रहा है?
Polity EMP, it has already been completed.
Oh yes.
मेंस वाला आपको रिवाइज करना है साथ साथ. प्रीलिम्स का हम प्लानर तो दे देंगे आपको, लक्ष्मीकांत PM बख्शी का.
सर अभी EMP में कौन सा शुरू होगा सोसाइटी के बाद?
इकोनॉमी स्टार्ट होगा.
अच्छा, इकोनॉमी स्टार्ट होगा. ओके, ठीक है. पॉलिटी कर देते हैं. ठीक है.
बाकी सर के साथ आप डिस्कशन कर लीजिए अपना अभी के जो इस वीक इस प्लानर के जो आपके पॉजिटिव्स और नेगेटिव्स हैं, योर लर्निंग्स फ्रॉम दिस प्लानर, यू डिस्कस विथ हिम, नोट इट डाउन. ओके, वीकली आपको पता होना चाहिए कि इस प्लानर में इकोनॉमी में दीज वर द मिस्टेक्स आई फाउंड आउट, दिस वाज द करेक्शन स्ट्रेटजी रिकमेंडेड, सो दैट नेक्स्ट प्लानर मेक न्यू मिस्टेक्स.
ओके.
ठीक है.
ठीक है. थैंक यू सर.
Hello guys, before we start with the discussion, we just want to inform you that we have launched a very special and unique type of program which is called Excel Mains through the previous year's questions. In this program, we are going to cover the entire syllabus of GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. The philosophy behind this program is we are going to cover the syllabus not randomly but just by using or referring the previous year's questions themes, and the themes are extracted from the last 40 years of previous year's questions. There will be a live discussion, there will be a answer writing with the mentors, and the second program is the intense answer writing program which is called Samachar Vani Plus, in which there will be a weekly classes on 10 topics which are extremely important from the UPSC mains and prelims point of view. There will be a answer writing, there will be a questions given after each and every class based on those 10 topics. So even if you are a beginner, this is a good opportunity for you to begin with the answer writing. For any further queries or if you wish to talk with a mentor, if you have any doubts, please drop us a message on the number given below. Thank you.